Coach wants back from the Bison, and you go to the accordion one, you get a champion and a lot of places as well. How do you feel about the way your team wrestled?
We feel pretty good about it. That coming off that Bison Open was such a tough tournament that, we took some lumps out there, and so it was great to see them bounce back and have some success. And pretty happy overall with how we competed, and excited for some of those individuals who, really had kind of some breakout performances for us this weekend. And overall, feel pretty good about where we're at, and excited about what we got coming up.
Can you talk about a couple of those right now? Like Shoddy, you mentioned him a little bit.
Yeah, Shoddy, is just a workhorse for us. He, it's his second year here, and he saw some starts last year, but he was kind of spending time behind a senior in Tanner Chrysler. But he just works his tail off, and it's fun to see that pay off for him a little bit. And really, that's how he won that tournament. It's just a lot of effort, a lot of fight. He was aggressive. It was fun to see him put together. We've seen him wrestle a lot of great matches. It was fun to see him put together a full tournament like that. We had Logan Fisher, was a true freshman that made the finals. He took second at 125. It was great to see that out of a young guy there. Jacob Spencer took third at that weight as well. That was his first college tournament ever, so it was a great day for him as well. Pretty happy about Zach Berry. I thought wrestled a pretty good tournament. Just quite a few individuals we felt really good about.
I have Mike's next question for you, which is what part of the lineup is really going to decide this Mary duel coming up this weekend?
I would say the bottom half of the lineup for us is what's going to be really important. Mary gets really tough, kind of in that 65, 74, 84 range. Is where kind of some of their best wrestlers are. So we're going to have to win a lot of those matches in those first five weights. That's going to be crucial. We've matched up against them quite a few times. I think in terms of our starters seeing each other, we've won a couple, 2, 3 of them. They've won a couple, and so it's going to really come down to there's going to be 3 or 4 really close matches in this dual meet, and I think for us to beat them, we're going to have to find a way to win those.
How's the team feeling just having a home duel for the first
time
this season?
Yeah, we're excited. And it's this is always one of those you don't need to do a whole lot of extra motivating. Even though it's a non-conference duel, it's still our rival, and it's our guys get pretty pumped up for this one. I think we're going to have a great crowd, and it should be a fun day.
How important has it been to have pretty good heavyweight performance even without Jordan Wells?
Great. Jake Belland has been wrestling really well for us. Austin Moen, I think, had a couple of pins this weekend for us as well. And so it's awesome to have depth at that weight class, because it's not always the easiest weight class to recruit, and we're pretty fortunate in that regard. However, Belland has matched up with Tudor from Mary twice now and lost 2 close matches, so that becomes a real key match in the dual meet this weekend.
How has the tournaments helped you set your lineup? Do you still go through practice, or do you use any of your tournament finishes?
We're trying to mainly judge our lineup off of how the guys have been performing out on the mat, and we're going to look at individual matchups, and we're going to put the best team on the mat. We're going to put the guys out there that we feel give us the best chance to win. But that being said, there's probably 3 weight classes right now that we're still not really 100% sure who's going to be stepping on the mat for us on Sunday. 141 is one of those. Lincoln Stormer, Marco Ramirez-Lazos has just come back for an injury. He just wrestled 1 match this weekend, and so we got to see where he's at, physically. 174, we've been having some battles. Austin Francich, beat Joey Lopez in the intra-squad duel, but Lopez went out, had a couple pins this weekend, placed in the tournament. It looked really good. So there's a battle there. There's a battle at 197 with Jamario Jones and Dustin Swisher, a freshman. And so we're gonna pit those guys against each other this week in practice, and we're gonna kind of see who wants that spot, I guess, and that's how we're gonna determine this dual meet. And maybe in the future we have to do some wrestle offs, but I would prefer it if those guys would settle that out on the mat for me.
You got an opportunity to see some JV wrestling this weekend. Doesn't happen all the time.
What kind of benefit does that give you as a program?
Yeah, I'm really excited about the JV part of it, and you know we were hoping to do a full dual meet there, but it looks like with just the weights, Mary's missing some weight classes and things like that, so I think we're just gonna match guys up. But you know what? We're trying to do as much as we can to get our backups a lot of action. They of course get to wrestle in the inter squad duel. Now this is kind of a new thing we're doing on Sunday, where they're gonna get to be in one of our home dual meets. And we actually just decided we're going to bring a second team to the Desert Duels in Vegas. So we're going to have a whole second team out there competing. And it's just great for these guys to get that experience. And I think a lot of them will get, into the lineup at times throughout the year, especially if we get guys banged up or whatever. So we want to get them a lot of experience. It's so important for us moving forward. And I think it also, is sort of a statement about our depth and about, where we're headed in the future.